So the second executive order is designating cartels and other organizations as foreign terrorist organizations, especially designed global terrorists. And I made a note here, but we have to keep in mind when you're designated as a terrorist organization, what about the attempt on Maduro's life and also the bounty that the Biden administration blatantly put out there before Biden left office, $25 million. Wow. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, ending the radical and wasteful government diversity, equity, inclusion, DEI programs and preferencing. And notice there doesn't look like there's any mention of, when I open up and look at it, no mention of class or economic issues, just, cultural identity or identity politics, as we call it, which that makes sense. I mean, I told people, that were Democratic, voting, people, whatever the terminology is. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call them woke. They wouldn't necessarily be woke, but they voted for the Democrats. I told them, hey, they should have thought about, the fact that most people consider the economy and peace in the world is a lot more important than DEI. And, do you ever think about the fact that might be why Trump won, and the only reason why he won, or the main reason why he won?
Economics.
Economics and peace is what people prioritize over identity politics. The next one is defending women from gender ideology extremism and restoring biological truth to the federal government. And what that's saying is it's not opposing LGBT. That's not what it's saying. It's saying that defending women from gender ideology extremism. And if you go online and you look at that terminology, that's exactly what it says, extremism. It's not saying everything.
Yeah.
It's saying extremism. So, and as I mentioned before, we've talked about even in some of our morning messages, Elton John is a big fan of Donald. Well, I should say he's not, but Donald Trump's a big fan of Elton John, and he also likes the Village People.
Yeah.
Check out his goofy little dance at the inauguration during YMCA. And actually, who was the first actual pro-gay president?
Donald Trump.
History will show it's Donald Trump, not Barack Obama.
Well, Obama opposed gay marriage when he came in, and he didn't legalize gay marriage. It's not. I guess it wouldn't have fixed economically anything per se for the common working class person, but it would have created a big or even worse backlash.
Exactly.
Because economic needs weren't met, and that would have been focusing kind of like with this past Biden administration, where they're focusing on mostly culture and not economics whatsoever.
Exactly, and that's, I think, in my opinion, that's the main reason why they lost when it came to the voters anyway.